Coming up, thousands of dollars of damage caused on over half a dozen cars.
And today is Election Day.
And we'll have a look at your local weather forecast and local sports.
Your News Valdosta starts right now.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. I'm Zach Saxon.
And I'm Brigette Wiley. Drugs continue to be a serious problem throughout South Georgia, and now a convicted drug dealer will spend the better part of his life in prison. In Albany, 43-year-old Gregory Green has received a 30-year prison sentence and a $1 million fine. Police say Green led them on a high-speed chase through South Albany and along the way tried to dispose of a kilo of cocaine in the Flint River. Green pleaded guilty to 29 charges that included multiple counts of cocaine trafficking and other traffic charges. Green had been convicted before on other drug distribution charges.
Last week, numerous reports were filed with the Valdosta Police Department in regards to criminal damage to private property. It could have been various Halloween pranks, but the damage done by the vandals was costly. Some incidents involved toilet paper, spray paint, and silly string covered cars and homes. The most extreme incidents involved the slashing of all 4 tires on a vehicle belonging to a VSU student, Jerron Drain. In the same parking lot that Drain's car was parked, 3 other vehicles were also vandalized, totaling up to more than $2,000 in damage. Off of Slater Street, a similar incident occurred where 4 vehicles had almost $1,500 in damage. And if you have any information about these incidents, you're urged to call the Valdosta Police Department.
Along with the request to investigate the Kendrick Johnson case, federally, the attorneys filed a coroner's inquest to have the cause of death on the death certificate changed from an accident to a homicide. Today, the family was notified that the county coroner, Bill Watson, asked the judge to decline the family's request for the inquest. Watson reportedly said he should wait for the results from the federal investigation that is being conducted by the Department of Justice.
Over the weekend, police were called to the Country Inn and Suites around 6:30. Valdosta resident Jerry Mancheski told police that he heard a gunshot. When police arrived, they confirmed that a guest of the hotel had accidentally fired his handgun in one of the hotel rooms. No one was hurt in the incident.
The Thomas County Narcotics Unit commander says that while inmate Dustin Stalker was working outside the county jail, his mother drove up and threw a bag out of her car. After a search of the inmate and the work truck, officers say they found the bag hidden under the inmate's lunch. The bag reportedly contained 59 small bags of tobacco, almost half a pound of marijuana, and 4 grams of methamphetamine ICE. They say that they also found 4 cell phones, chargers, and lighters. The inmate's mother, Lori Ann Stoker, already is on probation for sneaking items to her son in Clinch County. Now they both face felony charges that include carrying drugs across a guard line.
Today is Election Day, and citizens all over the county are encouraged to get out and do their part and go to the polls and exercise their right to vote. The polls open this morning at 7 o'clock and they'll close tonight at 7 p.m. You can call the Board of Elections if you have any further questions about the polling locations, and candidates for the City Council and SPLOST referendum will be on ballots of the citizens of Valdosta.
Coming up, the city of Dawson County plans another vigil and raises money to support its mayor.
And the Tifton police conduct an investigation into why a man was shot but doesn't remember when. Stay with us.
7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Community members continue to raise support for their current mayor of Dawson, who happens to be the youngest mayor in the city's history. Community members in the city of Dawson came together again last night to pray for their mayor. Mayor Christopher Wright was shot in his home last week. This second vigil was hosted by community leaders who repeated the need for the citizens to support him in his time of need. People who gathered last night also contributed to a fund for Wright's medical bills. They raised approximately $1,700 that would be deposited into an account set up at the Bank of Terrell.
And yesterday morning, about 10:45, a 26-year-old man walked into Tifton's convenience store on Wooden Mill Road, claiming to have been shot. When police arrived, they did confirm that the man did indeed have a gunshot wound to his side. He was then transported to the hospital, and when police questioned the victim, he was unsure exactly where he was when he was shot. And according to officials, the man is not cooperating with officers and has changed his story several times. His name, however, is being withheld by the Tifton Police Department, but an investigation into the shooting is ongoing.
All over the state, citizens are going to the polls to vote for who will represent them on local county commissions and city councils. We've told you about the SPLOST tax referendum and races in Valdosta and Lowndes County, but in Thomasville, the race to claim the city council at-large seat has been intense.
Incumbent Roy Campbell is running against Don Sims and Jerry Sangster. Campbell has held this position since 1994 and has big plans of city development. Challenger Sims has been a member of the Thomas County Chamber of Commerce for more than 20 years and says he wants to create more jobs. Sangster says that with his 11 years of experience working for the city's accounting department, he will be focusing on educating the city's residents about Thomasville's finances.
Up next on News Valdosta, Taylor Kelly will give us a look at our local weather.
And Andrew Hageman will give us the best in sports. Stay with us.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, sparkle snacks Sunday. All the healthy children eat well and move a lot. And move a lot. And move a lot. Eat well and move a lot. 60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Skip a rope Saturday, freeze tag Friday, tap dance Thursday. Whole grains Wednesday, try a veggie Tuesday. Let's move Monday, split the sweet Sunday. Eat well and move a lot. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Today is Saturday. All the healthy children, all the healthy children. Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Welcome back to News Valdosta, and the weather has definitely changed in the last couple of days. But one important season is about to come to a close. Hurricane season is coming to an end. The projected season duration is from mid-May to the end of this month, and hopefully we can prepare for some colder, less rainy weather. Taylor, what can we expect?
Thanks, Zach. Well, I don't know about you all, but it's been hard for me to get used to getting dark so early. It looks like darker days, though, aren't the only thing we've been experiencing. What about these cooler temperatures? The weather has been beautiful lately, and today we can see a high of 74 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Continuing on into the evening, we can see a high of 58 degrees with mainly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, we can expect to see a slight temperature increase with a high of 80 degrees with mainly cloudy skies as well. For the UV index for today, it is a very moderate level, so if you plan on being outside, take the necessary precautions to protect your skin from the harmful rays. But for all of you allergy sufferers, I have great news. The pollen count for today is at a very low level. And that's your local weather forecast for today. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Taylor. Coming up next, Andrew Hageman will tell us about some upcoming football playoffs. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
Welcome back. Let's see what Andrew Hageman has to say about local sports. Andrew?
Fall is upon us, and in South Georgia, that can mean just one thing: playoff football is on the horizon. Titletown USA is alive and well as both the Valdosta Wildcats and the Lowndes Vikings are heading to the 6A state playoffs. Despite ending their season with a 3-touchdown loss to Camden County, the Vikings and coach Brandy McPherson will be looking to make some noise in the playoffs and hopefully capture their first state championship since 2007. The wait has been a bit longer for the Wildcats, as the last time the championship trophy called Death Valley home was way back in 1998. Despite the 15-year drought, Coach Rance Gillespie and his team will have just one thing in mind come playoff time, and that's a trip to the Georgia Dome and a championship ring to go with it. They'll be looking to keep the momentum rolling this Friday as they'll take on Coffee County at home in the final game of the year. No talk of football would be complete without mentioning the outstanding season being put together by the Valwood Valiants. Coach Ashley Henderson's team will be looking to cap off an undefeated season with a win against Community Christian this Friday. If the Valiants can continue their strong play into the playoffs, they could be looking at a second straight GISA AA state championship. In college football news, the Valdosta State Blazers will be taking on UNC Pembroke this Thursday at 7:30 in the last home game of the season. The Blazers are coming off a disappointing road loss to Delta State, the loss coming despite scoring 55 points and a record-breaking performance from wideout Shontavis Jones, who hauled in a GSC and VSU record 6 touchdown catches. That's a look at your local sports. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Andrew. And when we come back, find out which Valdosta streets will be affected by railroad repairs.
And the City Council is going to meet this afternoon. Stay tuned.
Valdosta State University,
encouraging
in-depth inquiry,
hands-on experience,
service and involvement,
and a global view,
while offering
a beautiful residential campus,
over 100 fields of study,
graduate and online degrees,
and championship athletics,
all in a warm and friendly community.
Get connected and involved.
Do more, become more.
Valdosta State University.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the Forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family. Ooh. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
When every moment matters and a hand reaches out, when someone gives blood and a life is saved, that moment when heartbreak turns to hope, you're there through the American Red Cross. Every day, the Red Cross responds to nearly 200 neighborhood emergencies, and your support makes it possible. Use this moment to join us today. Visit redcross.org.
Welcome back. An inmate in Thomas County may receive additional years on his sentence, and his mother is now in jail as well. A man accused of setting a woman on fire at a gas station in Clarksville has been charged with reckless conduct. 37-year-old Austin Dawkins was arrested after lighting a cigarette while fueling his vehicle on Friday night. The victim was Dawkins' 30-year-old wife, Jessica Dawkins. She was severely burned on her arms, legs, back, and head, while Dawkins suffered only minor injuries. The State Insurance and Safety Fire Commissioner Ralph Hudgens says that reckless conduct is punishable by up to a year in prison and a $1,000 fine.
The City Council will meet also tonight for their work session. It'll start at 5:30 on the second floor of the Council Chambers at City Hall at 216 East Central Avenue. Citizens, you're encouraged to attend as well, and the meeting will be this Thursday in the same location as tonight's meeting. There's a portion of the City Council meetings where citizens have the chance to ask any questions they have or express any concerns.
The Valdosta Railway has begun repairing the railroad track on Airport Road. Because this is a large project, Airport Road at Clyattville Road and Clarence S. Parker Drive will be closed until tomorrow, weather permitting. People traveling through the Valdosta Regional Airport will not be able to access Airport Road from Old Cliettville Road. Instead, traffic will be detoured up to Gil Harbin Industrial Boulevard, south on Madison Highway, then right on the Airport Road. Anyone leaving the Valdosta Regional Airport parking lot may only turn right on Airport Road during the railroad track repairs.
The Dream Defenders, based out of Tallahassee, will host an event in support of the Kendrick Johnson movement. This weekend, it'll start on Friday and it'll be held on the campus of VSU. The Dream Defenders have chapters throughout Florida, and they strive to bring social change by training, organizing young people, and they host events that promote nonviolent civil disobedience, civic engagement, and direct action. For further information, you can email info@justiceforkj.org. You can also follow them on Twitter with the hashtag #JusticeForKJ.
Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Brigette Wiley.
And I'm Zach Saxon. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.